All right, we're live. Welcome back. Right now to the Timu Studios here. Right now we're another episode of Used Car Factory. We have a client that's looking for something specific. It's another Tundra, the 5.7 liter. Let's see what we have available. Okay, so everything is up on screen here. We want to be, like not much more than 30 grand if possible and under 100,000 miles. Let's check and see what's available in the states close to us first. Thing is, we don't want a car that's been exposed to all the salt and everything along those lines. Completely understand that. Let's take a look here. South Carolina, Virginia, and we'll just say we'll add, we could do Georgia, maybe even Florida, but let's just try these. We got 45 listings of CrewMaxes with four-wheel drive under 100,000 miles in 4 states. Let's take a look and see what we have. See what we have here. Hang on, I'm just trying to pull this up on my screen for some reason. I'm getting news stories on my feed and not what I need. Here, let's see if we can get. Why won't this pop up here? Negotiation Nation Fam, whatever that is. Come on. Okay. All right. Just trying to get this to pop up on the screen here for us. Okay, so we're up on the screen here. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have available in the area. Okay, so ones with here. Let's take a look and see how many we have with under 50,000 miles. Here is a 2018 nice one. There's a nice one. It is a 1794 edition. Um, it is a looks like a nice leather in this one. Nice option. And it's just under $40,000. So this one here, low mileage, all the newest tech that's available on one of these, and it's in this one is in South Carolina. This is a nice one here. Let's see if we can find any information on the Carfax. Oh, here's an auto check. Auto check looks great on this one here. So this would be a good one if you want to come up and spend a little bit of money. We've got one here that's got a nice, like the auction is going to score the vehicles with auto check. So it works a little better, in my opinion, than just Carfax alone. So this one here, super low miles, 40 something thousand miles, all at 94, where most of them are going to be between 87 and 92. So this one here rates higher, and it shows. So the thing is in great condition. Okay, minor, a couple minors on here, but when they're minors, that just means that it was a dent or whatever. Whoever had the vehicle took good care of it, because every time a little dent would happen or something, they fixed it. So, but yeah, when it says minor or hail damage right here, no biggie. Uh, Minor collision on these, not a big deal, right? These are not bad ones. If it's a bad accident, this score is going to be low. If it's just a little minor thing where they just have to pop out a couple dents, then the auto check score would not be that big of a deal. Okay, so this one here is a nice option right here. It's a little more money. We want to be in a 30,000 range, but here's one for 40,000. It's only got 41,000 miles on it. That's a good deal. Okay, let's check out some of our other ones here. Here's one with 50,000 miles. It's a 2013 with for about 24 grand. And right now you can see we have this one here has been listed just for a couple days. You can see right here that this one is going to be a little more of a little less options on it. It is a full CrewMax on here. It's low miles. It's about 24 grand. So this is a super cheap one. And if we check, let's see if we can get any information here. The thing that I like about this one too, you don't get the full leather in this one or sunroof, but you do get an additional seat. So this little centerpiece thing actually folds down into a console. So that's what you can what you can get. You can just fold that down, works like a console, or fold it up, and you can seat 6 in this truck instead of 5. So that's an advantage, and the price point is very good. It's only 50K miles. Let's see if we can get some information on the Carfax here. No, no. No, if we got to buy the Carfax on this one, nonetheless, we can do that. But let's see. I'm on the dealer website now. Let's see. Let's see what we can find here. Now that Carfax, it says show me the Carfax. Now it's not going to show you much, right? Like this one here, they make you buy it. So just a link to go buy your own Carfax. Okay, so let's see. There's not a lot of information on this particular truck. But we can definitely find out. This is going to be a great price point. Great truck. Excellent work truck, by the way. Only 50,000. You're way under that $25,000 or $30,000 plateau. So we're way under that. So 50K miles. Let's keep looking here. But this is another good. This would be another excellent one. Found 2 ones that would be good. This one here is going to be a lot cheaper. You're out the door for, like 16 grand less than this other one that we looked at. But that one here, that's a hell of a buy on that one. See what else we can find right around 30,000. Here's one in Virginia Beach. There's one in Virginia Beach. Let's see if we can pull this one up. Bear with me. Okay, it's up on the screen. Okay, so for 32,000, we got one with 64,000 miles on it. This one's going to have a little bit of a lift on it. If you like that, you know, it's pretty cool. It's still going to tow a lot. Still going to do a lot of what you want. It is a limited package, so it's a nice one. You can see they've actually added a screen to this one too. And so it has the new tech, plus it has that additional screen. Low 30s on this one here, 4-wheel drive, low miles. It's a nice one. Right. So let's see if we have any Carfax information on this one here. Are they going to make us buy one? Let's see. No. Okay. Carfax on this one here. Okay, looks like a decent value. You know, only 65,000 miles on this one. Right around 30 grand, new tech. Okay. It hit parked motor vehicle. And that was on the Okay, it looks like it's had a little bit of damage on it, but no structural damage on the vehicle. So these are not major accidents. These are all minor accidents on this one. So whatever they were just weren't good at driving in parking lots, apparently. So there you have it. Okay, so there's another one right here. Okay, so we're back here. And remember that these are all North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and Georgia. Here's an intriguing one here. This one's a 2018 SR5 package, mid 30s on this one. This is a nice one here. It's a TRD off-road package, which gives you a little bit beefier suspension on it. So not a bad one here. Let's see white. This one's going to be a nice crew cab. That's going to be an SR5 package, so more than likely it's not going to be equipped with excuse me. It's not going to be equipped with a bunch of it's cloth interior, but it does have a console. So it's a 5-seater. It has the newest tech available. It's low miles, by the way. So this one here is good dialed in. You don't get a sunroof, you don't get leather, but you get captain's chairs in the front. You get a full crew cab on it. Plus, you get the beefed up suspension on this one, being that it's a TRD. Oh, nice one. But yeah, this one here is going to have that cloth interior right here. You can see it. Nice big back seat, though. I mean, this is definitely would do the job. I mean, and the price point on this one for the mileage, you're talking a vehicle with 53 on it, and it's mid 30s on that one. That's a good buy on this truck right here, based on the market. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. A couple of more. Here's another SR5 right here. This is one here is high 30s on this one, 51,000 miles. To 2017. Looks like it's a TRD off-road as well. Has a little off-road package. All the advanced stuff on it. Looks like it's going to have a nice leather inside here. It's a nice one. It's a leather. It's a premium SR5 package, but you can see it does have the touchscreen on it and everything. Close that door, pal. Can you close that screen door for me, please? All right, so you can see right there, high 30s on one. I see a few of them that we can find really good deals on right now. Let's see what else we can find here for under $30,000. Here's another one for $25,000. This is a 2016. It's a red. Not bad. Where's this one? Let's see. $25,000. How do they get it so? How do we get it so cheap? This one's in Leesburg, Virginia. A little further north, but still not bad. Still not bad. Okay. I don't. I can't find a Carfax on this one, so we have to ask for the one on this one. But $25,000 for this one. 2016, 75K, $25,000. All right, let's keep it moving here. Let's see. There's a 2013. I don't have any pictures of this one as of yet. Let me check. See if they're online yet with this. No, no photographs yet. It's 11 days old, 96,000 miles on it. No car. I can't get a car. I can always get Carfaxes on these if you want me to check. Here, this one here, I don't have any pictures of it either, unfortunately. They're probably putting it through service and through detail. Okay, let's check this one here. We got one. Oh, here's a 2020. This one's in Asheville, North Carolina here. It's not too far. Here's a 2020 SR5 with 76,000 miles on it for $29,900. Just under $30,000. There it is, your TRD Sport package in there. So it does give you all the newest and greatest tech on this one for the 5.7 liter. This is the most advanced tech you can get. Newer, 76K is all on that one. This one here's got a lot of life left in it, and seems like it's pretty. Has cloth interior, but that's really the only disadvantage. No sunroof, but full CrewMax on it, beefed up suspension. Let's see the Carfax. Okay, this one is a branded title. Which explains why it's cheap. Okay, you see right here? You can see that on the Carfax reports. Okay. Here was an accident. Oh, it's an airbag deployment on the 8th of September of 2025. So this is recent. Yep, you don't want that one. All right, going up the list here. Here's an 80,000 mile 15 with no pictures. Can't tell you what that one is. Here's a 16 Platinum for $35,000. This one's in Georgia. This is in the Atlanta area. This is a Platinum. So this could be a really, really nice advanced tech one here. This could be the top of the line. It's red. Nice sunroof on this one. So this one checks a lot of those boxes for you. You're talking mid-30s on here. Leather interior, sunroof. This is nice. Let's see what the situation is for the title. For the Carfax. Let's see the Carfax here. Okay. Carfax on this one looks great. So it's going to get your great reliability. 17 service records on here. Yeah, this is a nice one right here for the mid 30s. This is going to be a really nice truck in the mid 30s, right? You don't want to spend, you know, a lot, but you want to take advantage of the newest platform. This is going to do it for you. So yeah, this one was driven in Oklahoma mostly. All the routine maintenance done on this thing. Yeah, really clean Carfax. Driven in Oklahoma. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Okay, so that's this one here. Perfectly clean Carfax on this one. Low price because we're under $35,000 asking on this one. Let's see. So it is red and it's ready. You know, it's a cool color. The rims look cool. It's fully loaded, sunroof, leather, all the bells and whistles you could ever want on a truck are right here for you. And it's got way under 100,000 on it. All right, so let's see what happens if we creep up a little bit in price. Now we're hitting more of this sweet spot here. All right, here's one in Concord. There's a 2014 mid 30s. You want a lifted one with cool wheels on it. Here's one for you. 36.9. It's brown colored. 1794 edition is a luxury edition on this one. Super nice. Look, they did a nice job with the suspension lift on this one. So, you know, it's a cool looking truck for under $40,000. And if you look under here, I mean, everything is perfect under here. Look at the rockers and all that. No corrosion whatsoever. So this is a nice example of a used truck right here. It is got a lift on it. If you don't like that, then don't buy this one because taking a lift off is never good for a truck. Here's another mid 30s SR5 in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Nice one right here. Nice gray. This one here is really understated, so it's just kind of a basic look on this one. You do have a console on this one here. So nice comfortable setup on here. Even though it doesn't have leather, it's still very comfortable. So yeah, I mean, you're in the mid 30s on this one. Let's go down the list. Here's a 2020 and that's in Huntersville. It's got a little bit of a lift on this one. SR5 package. Like I say, cloth interior again, but one nice thing is that this one here, it's new enough to where it has all the new tech for this, the newest available tech for the V8. Nice big touchscreen there, the biggest that you can get as far as that goes. So it's a super nice truck. The only thing it's missing is that sunroof and the leather. Really, it has everything else. So it's got a little bit of a lift. It's black, super nice, perfect car for work. Perfect work truck right here. All right, here's one in Cary. Another one for in mid 30s. Right here, we have a 2020 SR5. This one here, they've had close to a year. So that's probably why it's priced where it is. Kind of got some cool look on it, like a cool decal. Like, look, it's got a Tundra decal on there. It's got the steps on the side there. And it does have, what I like about this one, you may not like it, you may like it, but this one has a fiberglass cap on there, which gives you absolute maximum security for anything that you put back here. Like even a trifold cover isn't as good as this one for security reasons. So this one here maximizes that. It's kind of going through here. Newest tech, captain's chairs in the front. Might even have leather seats. Let's see, cloth and seats, but still super nice. Like I put a client in a one like this any day, and you see right here, it's perfect. You got those, those shocks still work on that cap, but yeah, I mean that's great. That's a great truck right there too. We've had it for close to a year. This other one, it's had it for 2 years, which makes me skeptical on whether they still have it or not. Okay, we're going up in price. Now you can see for right around 40 grand, I'm seeing more SR5s. Here's a limited right here. This is loaded. 2018 limited right here. TRD off-road package here. Ooh, hey, look at that. It's a limit. Since it's limited, you got a leather and everything on this one. So nice. Okay, so this is going to have a cover on it too. I think it's any cover's good, right? It just depends on how much security you want. But the best security is the fiberglass one. Okay, so there's one. Let's take a look. Here's one in North Charleston right here. 2020 SR5 with 72K on it. For under 40,000. You can see that's kind of where the sweet spot is on these. Let's check these here. Okay, here's one in Greenville. That one I like. It's a 2014 lifted one here. It's at a Toyota store. 30 grand for one. It's got 98 on it. It's lifted. Let's see what Carfax says on this one here. Carfax on this one checks out. Yeah, nice setup on this one. But this one here is going to have a lift. If you want that, then this would be a good one. You're still under 30 grand. And a Toyota. It's at a Toyota store, which right here I'll show you. So perfectly good Carfax on this one. Still under 100K and under $30,000. It's got a lift on it, which you may or may not like, but it does look cool. Right here, this one. Super nice. Super nice. Lifted. It got a nice running bar on it to be able to step into it. So it's cool. It sits up a little higher in traffic, which has its pluses, right? It's not all bad. It's going to hurt your towing a little bit and hurt your gas mileage a little bit, but still a nice vehicle for the money. There's another one for under $30,000. It's located in Greenville, South Carolina. 88K limited package. So this is going to be a loaded up one, leather, all the goodies that you need. Really advanced tech for the year. And let's see, we are okay. So this is at a Volvo store, so that's cool. It's at a good location. 30 grand. You know, this one's got less than 90,000 miles on it. It's a South Carolina car, so never sees wintertime. Okay, great. Great. Okay. Well, 2015 limited under 30 grand. There's a few of them. There's a few of them. It just depends. Like this one here for a loaded one with under 100,000 miles is one of the better deals I've seen on one right here. You're talking, you know, everything you want on the vehicle. Let's take a look and see if we can see the more pictures on the dealer website here. Okay, we can. Okay. We're not going to, I don't need them doing any targeting. I don't want them targeting me here. Okay, so let's go through these pics here. You can see nice overall, looks good in the photographs here for sure. Bumpers back good on the back. It's not sagging or anything. Cool rims on this one. Bed liner's good. Looks like we got comfortable seats in here. We've got comfortable. We've got a computer here. Nice sunroof. You know, Bluetooth. It has everything you want. Only 88 on this one here. 30 grand. Like I say, newest tech available on the V8 with the newest possible screen. Nice truck. Nice truck. Carfax checks out on this one too. Clean Carfax. I like that one. 2015 limited package. Okay, here's a 2014 SR5. We've looked at this one before. Under 30 grand. 200A unit right here. This one, new tech, but it's going to have cloth interior. Everything checks out on this one. This is a nice option too. $92,000 under 30K. 2014. Nice truck. Okay. All right, let's go up the mountain here. Okay, now the deals are looking a little less enticing. You can see here's 32,000 for a 90,000 mile SR5. Let's see, that's a cool looking truck right there, TRD. It looks like they had some rims and some different tires to it. Looks cool. All the new tech that's available on this one. The only thing it doesn't have is a leather seats and power and a moonroof. It doesn't have that, but still plenty of space. Nice truck, nice looking. This one, but you can see they're starting to creep up on miles for the money. So 32,000, just over 30 grand. Here's another one. There should be pictures on this one. There should be pictures on this one. Okay. It's a CarMax one, Carvana truck, so I can't trust it. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. That one I can. Here's one for the right around $30,000. SR5 package. Nice console. Everything you would expect from an SR5 with a CrewMax, right? Nice truck. That's a nice one there. Not a bad one. 95K. Remember, I'm finding them with lower miles on them, you know? I'm finding them with lower miles. Okay, now we got them with that are in the mid 30s. We're creeping up on the price. Right here. Here's 2021. That's a newer one. That's an advantage. 92K, 33,000 miles on it. Low mile, $33,000. I think we can find a better deal. Okay, here's another SR5 for mid 30s, 85K. Another one that's in decent shape here. Okay, now these are starting to get a little older on their lot. Here's one that they've had for 230 days. It's a $35,000 truck. Front seat buckets. That's crazy. It's got almost 100,000 miles on it. It's only depreciated 9 grand. They've dropped the price. The lowest price they've had on this one, we can get this probably $1,000 cheaper, I would say. 1,000 to $1,500 cheaper than where it is. Keeps getting worse. A lot of these don't even have pictures that are legit on here. There's one in Lexington, North Carolina. It's at Capitol. If you want a tan one, here's a tan one. It's a limited package, so it's going to be dialed in. 86K, 2017. Well, this one's going to be leathered up, super nice. And that's in Lexington. There's one in Greensboro. 35 grand, lifted with different wheels on it. 94K, but again, we're on a platinum here. This is a platinum, so this is loaded. This is the most loaded you can get on this one. So you can see, look at the seats on this one. It just shows you. You know, you got that super high quality leather on this one, being it's a platinum. This one here, top dog for mid-30s. And sitting on it for just 35 days. All right, here's one that has pics on it. Another white SR5 package. Nothing crazy here, but it's still a decent truck for the money. Ford TRD off-road package on there. I'm going to go ahead and click favorite on that one. I like that. This is a good one. It's a little bit more money, but okay. So more expensive, 2019 SR5. Here we go. Now this one here, this one has a topper, has a lift, looks cool. Under 40 grand, just under 100,000 miles. This is nice. It's going to be cloth interior, but it does have a touchscreen in there, so it is going to be equipped with what you need. Okay, so we just went through the market and the other 4 states. Let's see what else we can come up with without. We're gonna check the rest of the United States on this. All right, so we are back, and we just got to now we're going to do a little bit something a little bit different here. Okay, we've looked at the 45 vehicles that are in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and Georgia. Okay, so those are the ones that we just looked at. If there's any one of those that you want more information on, I can break it down for you there. Let's just do a little experiment here and just see what the rest of the country has to offer. So when I go ahead and exit this out, we got 586 total. So we got about 550 more to look at under these kind of parameters. So let's see. Let's look at states again. Okay, so we're going to exclude some states. We're going to exclude Alaska because we can't go there. We're going to exclude Hawaii. And then we just looked at the ones here. So we're not going to include those. We're not going to include North Carolina, Georgia, or South Carolina, or Virginia. So we're going to look at all the rest of them here. So we have 530 vehicles that are, under 40 grand, under 100,000 miles, 4x4 CrewMax Tundras with the 5.7 liter V8. Let's just see how they break down here, and if we can find any that are low miles. Okay, so yeah, here we go. We have, to mind you, if I were to show you what would be available with a 5 liter on an F-150, there would be tons of them to look at, right? Thousands of them to look at. But this is a hard truck to get. Okay, let's see what we can find right around 30 grand. Okay, that one says it has 0 miles on it. We know that's not true. Here's one with let's check this one. Let's check this one out here. Red SR5 CrewMax. It doesn't have 0 miles on it, but it's claiming to have 0 miles on it. Oh, they're not showing us. Okay, so we can't see that one. Okay, no problem. Let's check this one. Okay, so we got one for under 30,000. This one's in Florida, but that one is over 1,000 days old, so that's probably not there. Let's see what else we can find. Here's a 2016 in Pennsylvania with only 29,000 miles on it. To be honest with you, one like this with 29K on it over 10 years has barely been driven. So I wouldn't care if this is driven up north because it's only been driven 3,000 miles a year. Now they've had this for like 4 years, so who knows, what's going on with it, but still listed. It's over 1,000, over 1,200 days old. So this one here is getting close to. They've had it for a long time. Probably a salvage title or something like that, but it's a long time to have a car like this. Okay, let's keep it moving here. Okay, here's one, a 2021 SR5 in Minnesota. Again, it's so low in miles that it doesn't matter if it's driven up north right here. Okay, like that's not an issue. If it's not a branded title, then it's just not enough driving to get the corrosion on it, right? Clean truck on here. Let's see if we can get any more information on it. Okay, 2021 here. Let's just see if we can see what the. That's a nice truck for the money right here. Let's see. Let's just double check and make sure there's nothing. Okay. Okay, so they just copied and pasted the. Okay, so this one wouldn't be a bad, even though this one's in Minnesota. This one would not be a bad one. That's a like I want to pull the Carfax on that one if you're interested in one like this. I'll say I'm going to go to the dealer site here so we can look at it. This one here is so low on miles. It only has 32,000 miles on it. It's a 2021, so it's 5 years. So I've been driven about 6,000 miles per year. They've had this one for just 75 days, so it's not one of these weird ones that have been sitting on it for a long time. Let's take a look at the pictures. Looks nice. Nice cover on the back. It's got the nice running bars. It looks like it got a little bit of a lift, but nothing crazy. Nice looking black. Like I say, that cover always comes in handy. That's not the most secure one, but let's take a look here. We take a look at the right here. You can see that there's no corrosion behind the wheels here, and that's just because it hasn't been driven that much, right? 4 or 5 thousand a year. Everything looks no corrosion under the hood. That doesn't matter on this one. So low on miles, it doesn't matter. All right, let's keep looking here. Close this out. And I don't have any information on this specific truck. When it looks up the description, it's just showing you. Oh, yeah, let's see. This truck is subject to a prior salvage title. Okay, well that's not going to work. Okay, let's never mind on that truck. That's why we look. Too good to be true. It probably is. Okay, let's keep looking. Okay, now we're in the 40, the 40, 30, 40,000 mile range on this one. Here's one in Arizona. Looks like it's a lifted one again. Again, it's so low on miles. If these ones check out with the mileage being as low as they are, like they're not branded titles or anything or salvage titles, not the end of the world. This one could be delivered to the house for $2,000. So add $2,000 to the out the door price on this one. Like you're looking at mid 30s on one like this, maybe low 30s if we can negotiate a lower price. This one here, not a bad looking truck here. It's got a little bit of a lift, bad liner on there. Overall, nice truck. It's just going to be a cloth interior on this one, nothing fancy. Let's see. Let's go up the ladder here. Here's a 2021 SR5 in Arkansas. Okay. Another one with a little bit of a lift. Nice separation between the rims and the wells on that one. That's a nice looking one. Has the right engine, has the 4x4. You don't have the sunroof, you don't have leather, but you do have a center console. You got a full set of space back here. And the car's got under 50,000 miles on it. So all the newest available tech again right here. That's the newest touchscreen you can get on a V8 one. So 45,000 miles. They've had it for a little while. Let's see. Can we pull up the Carfax on here? No, but they've reduced the price on this one. You can see, look where they are. This one, they're trying to blow it out. You can tell this one here, they started out the price on this one on December right around 37,000. They've been knocking the price down. Now the lowest they've had is 31,000. We can get it for 31 plus shipping. So 31 plus shipping on this one here. Remember, we want to pull the Carfax. I wouldn't care on this one because it's only got 44 on it. It's low mileage. Let's take a look see if there's any corrosion on it. And find that out by looking at these pictures here. See if there's any close-ups on the wheels here. They don't take enough pictures a lot of times. But we can look around the wheel well to see what kind of corrosion there is, if there is any. Okay, so that's 45 out of 45. There we go. 2, 4, 5. All right. I could check on this one. This one would probably be fine to ship. The 2021, it's got under 50 on it. It's 31,000. This was in Arkansas. Yep. Yeah, this one probably checks out. I mean, I could check on that one. The shipping from this one, for this one, from Del Arc, Arkansas. See, look at that. I mean, this is a good value on this one. Like this one here is like a mid-30s truck, but we can get it for the low 30s. Got just a little bit of a lift on it. Nothing crazy, not a crazy lift, but it does look cool. Still gonna pull, still gonna be a lot of payload. Now you're not hurting anything with this truck. It's not outrageously lifted or anything like that. But it is that right now they have it priced about $45,000 less. They need to sell this truck. And if we look up the shipping costs on here, you can see we have a shipping cost of right around $1,300. So we can get in and out on this one for mid 30s. We're talking mid 30s all in on that one. Not bad. Not bad. All right. 2017 Platinum with 49 on it. This one is in Utah. It is at a Mitsubishi dealership, so it's at a nice thing. It's not at a B lot. It's at an actual franchise dealership. This one here is going to be fully loaded. Okay, fully loaded. Let's take a look at the Carfax and just see where we're at on here. Yep, structural damage on this one. Minor damage, minor damage. Where was the structural damage? When was that? Minor. Okay. Well, that one I'd stay away from. Structural damage? No. Okay, let's keep going here. Still in the mid 30s. We're still low enough in miles for it to make sense to travel or to have it shipped. Here's one in West Virginia. This one here is close by. Fairmont, West Virginia here. Okay, that one's not there anymore. It's sold. This one's gone. Good deal on it, though. All right, here's one in Omaha, Nebraska, 2020 SR5. This one's black with cool wheels on it, 47K. This one here is kind of interesting because you get that additional seat here, right here. That's going to flip up, and you got that additional seat in the front, seat six. So this one's not going to be the most fully loaded, but it's still nice tech on this one for the year 2020, 50,000 miles. As long as it has a clean Carfax, this is one that you could ship to. Shipping on this one, you're talking 35 for the vehicle. They've had it for 117 days. Let's see how much they've dropped the price. They've dropped it $1,000 since they've gotten it in. So there might be a little bit more room to negotiate on it. So yep, it looks like a yep. I mean, it's a good. This is a decent one right here. I mean, I would want to double check and make sure it hadn't been in any accidents. But that one wouldn't be bad for mid 30s. There's one all the way in Cali. This is a 2020 with 39K on it for mid 30s. Again, so low on miles. So low on miles that this one would not matter. It's under 40K. Let's look at the auto check here. Oh, nope, you got to buy your own auto check. No free auto check on that one. What are they hiding? Who knows? Okay. All right, so these are still all between 30 and 50,000 miles. Here is and you can see like where the market is in some of these other states. You can get a lot more truck for your money if you go to like say uh, South Salt Lake, Utah. Here's a 2020 limited package right here. Branded title. That's why. That's why it's cheap. Low miles, but it's a salvage title. Let's see what else we have. Let's check this SR5 in Bismarck, North Dakota. This one here is still under 50K miles. For an 8-year-old car, that's barely been. It's pretty good. I mean, that's one that I would not hesitate on one to ship. It's just a cheaper market. Oh, look, okay, good. We have a. I can look at the auto check on here and just see. Okay, great. All right, let's share this tab instead, and we can take a look at the auto check on here. Now this is just under 40 grand, but it has under 50,000 miles. Look at the auto check score, 96. They're going to be a median usually between 87 and 92 on this. Okay, clean title, no issues with it. So this is a good buy right here. Let's see, no accidents on this one. Let's see where. Okay, so South Dakota. It's so lightly driven that this one here doesn't really make a difference. They're just not. Like they get over 50K miles. That's when it. Okay, I can understand that. That one checks out. This one here checks out. I could ship this one. We could get this one shipped 4-wheel drive on this one. Let's see all the pictures on it just to make sure. I like to see pictures of the wheel wells here. This one's going to have the column shifter on there because you have the extra seat. This one's seat 6. That's kind of nice. Okay, let's see if we can't get closer on this one here. Okay, so this one, I would not hesitate on this one either. Let's check the corrosion, do a little corrosion check here. I'd want to see a closer look on this one here, but again, the mileage is so low on one like this. Seat 6 has only got 48 on it over 8 years of driving. That means that, this one's usually they're kept in the garage when they're driven sparingly like that, just kind of around town. Yeah, so this one would check out for sure on that. The auto check says great shape on it. Shipping. We can make all this stuff happen remotely, right? Like we can make them do a video of it. We can have the salesperson do a video around the truck, make sure it's okay. $2,000 more, it gets it shipped. We're looking at about 40 grand for this truck. It's a newer one with under 50,000 miles. There you go. All right, let's check and see if there's any others that are relatively close. Now we're starting to creep up in the miles here. Okay. Here you can see we've got 2 of them listed. Here's one, a 15 with 65,000 on it for 24,900. This one's in Des Moines. There's the base one right here, but 65K, 25,000 miles. Your money goes far. When you're buying them in Iowa, you're buying them in Nebraska, you're buying them in South Dakota, North Dakota. Since there's less people to buy the vehicles, it kind of can drive the price down too. There's a little less demand on those vehicles. So, again, this is low enough miles to where it doesn't. I'm looking under the hood here. I'm not seeing a lot of corrosion under the hood. Let's see if we can't find any close-ups of the wheels. That's what I like to see on these right here. If they would just do that, it would be helpful. All right, I mean, so far that was decent. Again, not scared on that one. This one's here is in Iowa. It's not a long transport. $1,500. So you're under 30 grand for a 15 SR5 package. This one's going to have the center console on it, and it's going to have the nicest tech. It's not going to have leather. It's not going to have a sunroof, but it does give you a 65,000 mile one for under 25 grand. When we're talking about a vehicle that's 10 years old, it's only been driven 6,000 miles per year, it's not going to have corrosion like one that has more mileage on it. That's all. I mean, I'll be honest on that one. So, but we can confirm those things too. I don't care if this one's been driven up north because it's been barely driven. There's one in California. It's a 2012. This one here, 2012, a 28-day vehicle here, but it's only got 65 on it. This is, kind of the body style that you currently have on yours. It's got a B lot, but it is a 65,000 mile one for 25K. Shipping is going to be a bitch on this one. From Cali, this one here, $2,500. So, by the time you add in your taxes, you're like at about $28,000 for this one. Let's see if we can find some cheap. Okay, here's one in New York. Okay, now I know we don't want a New York truck. That's what we said we didn't want. This is a 2012 right here with 68 on it. Okay. Whether it was driven in New York or not makes no difference on this one too, because the mileage for the year is so low that um, the corrosion is just not going to be there. You know what I mean? Like it's just not. It's going to be a great shape vehicle, and again, ship it or drive it back, whatever you want to do. This one has a nice topper on it, TRD off-road package, so beefed up suspension on it. Um, it doesn't have the newest tech on here, to be honest, but if you don't need that, then it's going to do fine. But yeah, here, let's take a look and see if there's any corrosion here. This is going to be the telltale. Not much. You know, you can see they have these nice guards underneath here to protect for that. So, you know, for a vehicle that's older, this one here checks a lot of those boxes. It does seat five. It is a nice. It does have a nice and cloth interior. It's going to have a topper on it, which is great. You can get taller things in the bed and still give you security, and still with the same 5.7 liter engine, under 70,000 miles. Again, a 2012. I know it's a little bit further away, but that's how we can get you into one with that's reasonable on miles, barely driven, and you know, or transport on this one. Let's just see. 1,200 bucks to transport it. You're about 25 grand on this truck right here. I mean, it saves you big. You want your money to go far on something like this. This is a nice truck. Okay, now let's see if we have anything close. I'm seeing some in Utah, Texas, for in the in the 70,000 mile range here. Here's one in Oklahoma City with 75 on it for 26. Let's see what else if we can find anything closer. Looks like you can. There's a lot of them in Utah that you can get, and you can just get. Their prices are lower out of Utah. It's going to cost you 1,800 to 2 grand to ship it, but hey, you know, getting one with low miles on it might be worth it. Okay, here are here's one in Florida with 67 on it. It's expensive to buy one out of Florida, like to have one shipped, but I mean, you certainly can drive to, can go to Florida and pick one up too. This is a 2019 limited right here. Let's see where it was driven. Nice leather, tan leather interior. And if you look, I mean, they did a nice little upgrade on the tech here. Nice big, they put a big screen in on there. So that's nice. That's a nice one. Let's see. I'm going to pull up the Carfax report on it here just to see what we got. And airbag deployed on the accident. So there you go. That's a no on that one. Now, a lot of these are kind of just far away, and if they're not low enough in miles, then it just doesn't make sense. Here's one that's in Florida, another one in Florida for 31. Here's a 17. Again, you could drive one of these back if you wanted to. This one's just under 30, just over $31,000 is what they're asking for on this one. SR5 2017. Looks okay. It's got seat covers on it. 71,000 miles on it. That's low. That's nothing on that. And that one is in Florida. There's one in Miami, Florida, at Metro Ford. This one here at a new car facility like this one, I wouldn't hesitate on this one. To 2020, so it's recent, right? This is like going to be the newest of the new. 22 was the last year. 21, 22 was the last year. This V8, so this is kind of down to the last of the years. It is an SR5 package on here. I'm going to pull up the Carfax on it just to make sure. Verification required. Let's do this one. CAPTCHA. Access restricted. What for? That's a load of crap. Okay, let's try this. So we had this one's at a Ford location. Okay, so yeah, I can't pull it up. So, but you could certainly pull this up. This one here, 70 something thousand miles on it. Um, yeah, I mean, 31,000 miles. They need to dump this one. So this is a great deal on a newer one right here. The advantage of getting one that's newer is it's just like even if it has a few more miles than the older one, it's just the time will also wear things out too. This is going to have all the newest tech on it because it is a 2020. It isn't a limited, but by golly, it is 70,000 miles and it is way under 100,000 miles. Tonneau cover on the back of it. I mean, look, I mean, this is so new that you can look around here. There's no corrosion behind the wheels here. So this one I wouldn't hesitate either. If you're looking for one that's newer, this one here is one to consider because it's not lifted. They didn't change the rims out. It's factory. You got a full crew cab here that seats, let's see, this one is a six seater. So this thing is going to flip up and you can seat six inside of this one safely. So this one would be a good one to consider, especially for the work. You got a family. Nice thing is that if you need to pop that middle seat up in the center, it has a over the shoulder belt on it too. Everybody's nice and safe and secure. It's built through the factory, so there are advantages to that, right? Okay, let me go down here and so here we go. Right here, I'm going to just show you. So there are advantages because, like, you'll notice a lot of these have, the whole console goes the entire way up goes up the entire center of the vehicle. But this one here, it has just this play. The armrest actually acts as another seat. So this flips up, and you can buckle another person in here. So this one's a little more versatile for what you could be doing as well for work. Just being that you can fit some extra person inside of it. Okay, so let's right here. I'll show you. There it is, right there. There's that console. It flips up. You got six seats on this one. And again, this one's in Miami, so it's a little bit of a drive back on that one. Shipping on this one, we're at $31,000. They started out on this one. That's how I know this is a good deal on this one. They started out in the mid 30s on this one. They've been slowly dropping the price. They have to sell this car. They've had it for 72 days, and right now they're paying interest on this one from the bank. That's why we can get this one for pretty good solid deal. Let's see if I can pull up the Carfax on it yet. Okay, well, we can pull up the Carfax on it later. Metro Ford, Miami, Florida. They've marked this thing down a lot. Like this thing, the last time they marked it down was on February 26th. They marked it down $500, or I'm sorry, on February 28th they marked it down $1,600 from Now they're down to just 31,000. They originally priced it at 30 34.5. So the price from from where it was originally, we're down $3,500 from where it was originally. I could deal with that. That's a good savings on this vehicle. It's only got 70K on it. Okay, only 70K. Let's look at the shipping real quick on it. Now, if again, we're selling it at a Ford dealership, so I don't worry about it, as much on this one. Um, we'll verify the Carfax on here. $1,200 to ship it here. So, this is a good solid price on it. The Carfax report. Um, okay, and then here's the window sticker. Here's the window sticker on it. So, you know, that's a good option right there. I like this one in Miami. I'm not gonna lie. I like how everything looks on it. The price point on it is great. It has some decent options on it. It's not stripped down completely. It's a 2020, so you're getting a newer truck that's under 10 years old here. So that's a good positive selling point. If you are going to finance, you can finance it at a lower rate and for a longer term. Okay, we're creeping up a little bit in price point here. See if we can find it close. There's another one in Miami. Florida Fine Cars right here. Never heard of them. All right. Well, damage report, that's if the car is vandalized or something or a slight tap or whatever. That was a long time ago. Not worried about that. Okay, so we're in the this is a good buy on this one here too. Okay, so this one here has price. We're priced out at 33,000, and it has a value of about 37,000 on there. So we're already kind of ahead of the game on this one. Price where the price is. This one here, you could drive and put miles on it. Like it has like what 70 something thousand. It was driven in what state? Oklahoma. That's an Oklahoma truck. And you know, this one here, clean Carfax on it, 68,000 miles on it in Miami. Let's take a look here. We've seen the Carfax. Let's just see if we can see some more pictures of this one. Okay. Sharp looking. Let's see if we can get other any interior pics. Here we go. Okay, so this is going to be an SR5 Premium leather on this one. Again, it's a little bit newer one, which I kind of like. This one has the, you see now, look at this one. The one that I showed you, there's the one where the center console flips up and acts as a third seat up front. This one has the full bucket seats in the front, which is a lot of time a preference for people. But yeah, for 1,200 bucks, I mean, you got one with a new screen on it. Look at the corrosion. There is none to speak of on this one. I would not hesitate on this one either. This is also another nice one for the money. And it's an Oklahoma car. This is an Oklahoma truck. We've driven there, and now it's in Miami for sale. That one checks out leather, everything. There's one in Maryland. Some other ones here. All right, so here we go. We are Texas, Illinois, Texas, Tennessee, Tennessee. Yeah. Okay, let's keep it looking here. Okay, there's a lot of them here. They're starting to get high enough in miles to where it becomes a little bit trickier just to ship them from anywhere, you know? I mean, we can, but like you can go down to Miami and pick one of those up. Either of those trucks in Miami would be fine. Here's one in West Palm Beach. Let's see this one. You want one with a little bit of lift on it? Here you go. 36 on this one. This one's going to be fine too. It's at a Volkswagen dealership. Shipping here. So you want a lifted one. This one does it. Nice lifted. There's one in Tampa. Another good one. This is a 19 SR5. Cloth interior, but has the full center console. You know, that's not. That's really. That's a lot closer. You go down and pick this one up. I mean, this is an easy one right here. Not loaded, but it is newer. You know, it is newer. 2019. It's not a 13 or 14 or 15. Okay. Here's one in Kentwood. It's a platinum. I know that this is my old hometown here. If you want a red one, we got a platinum package. It's a 2017. It's nice. Nice topper. Nice leather, and you have a screen, touch screen here, fully loaded. Let's check the. Oh, this is at CarMax in Kentwood here. So we would be able to negotiate on this one, but I rest assured that CarMax is typically sells vehicles that are no accidents here. Yeah, this one would be good. It was an Indiana truck, but the mileage is low enough. You know, Indiana doesn't have as much snow as Michigan, but it is the Maryville is in the Chicago area, so that would be some Valparaiso. This Yeah. So I'm looking at the auto check here, and you'll see that the was mostly driven in northwest Indiana, northwest Indiana. So you know, not a bad option here either. This one here I could easily look into. If you want a loaded up one, you want a nice one, about 40 grand. Let's see. Okay, let's get back down into the cheaper ones here. Okay, so here's one that is kind of an interesting one. Here's a 2012 with 93 on it for under $20,000. This one we want to go look at. But that was in Florida. This was in Florida. Let's see. Is there any documentation on this one to help us? It was priced out. Yeah, I mean 18 grand. It's got less than 100 on it. So if you just really wanted to keep a lot of your money in your pocket, you want to buy one with cash. This one here really does a great job. Let's see, there is 37 pictures of this on here. Again, low miles. This one's in Florida, and it's under $20,000. This one looks really nice, and that's because for the year it's been lightly driven. I mean, this thing. Look at the. Let's take a look here at the. No, nothing to worry about here. No corrosion around here. Looks good. No corrosion around the hitch. That's what I like to see. Nice bed liner. I mean, that's a heck of a truck for the money. Yep. See, look, no corrosion at all. None. And it has the captain's chairs on there. Not going to have all the tech on there. You see, none of the touchscreen or anything like that, but that's okay. I mean, it's still a freaking boss of a truck, right? Absolutely awesome truck for the money. So yeah, I mean, we have options here that are not far away. I mean, the Lando Lakes, um, Lando Lakes is definitely, make a day out of it, go pick it up, but that truck there, nice truck for under $20,000. That's the only one in the United States, and it's in Florida. It's in Lando Lakes, Florida. Okay, we're going to share this site here, and we can call and get the Carfax on it if we have to. Let's see here. Okay, let's creep up here in the 20,000 range here. Here is a 2011 in Jamestown, North Dakota. This one here is 181 days old. In other words, they've had it for 200 days. It's a nice truck. Nothing wrong with this truck at all. Again, I know it's driven in North Dakota, but as long as they didn't drive it very much, and this one here is 96,000 miles on it. This is a 15-year-old truck, so that's like 7,500 miles per year is all that they drove this truck. So, the corrosion isn't as bad here. North Dakota doesn't put as much salt on the roads as, say, Michigan. Like they average less than 100 tons per lane, less than a ton per lane mile. Michigan is the number one. They put like 28 tons per square mile. That's a lot of salt. So here we go. We got a nice setup here. You know, you're not going to get all the tech. It's an older one, but you do get the sunroof. You got leather, everything else. It's under 100K miles. It's going to have a backup camera in the mirror on this one. This is a nice truck. And again, we're talking about under $25,000 out the door. You know, like you could ship this one. I mean, you're taking a little bit more of a chance, but it's still so low on miles. You know, get the Carfax report on it and have them do a couple things on it if you're interested. You know, not a bad one. However, this one right here, this Tundra, it doesn't have leather interior, doesn't have sunroof. It does have a. It's a little cheaper. It's a $4 grand cheaper, and it's in Lando Lakes. It's got a clean Carfax on this one. You know that. Nice white with black wheels on it. This one here checks all the boxes here. It's got another 200,000 miles of life left on it all day. Let's see. Okay, so let's creep up a little bit here on price and see if we can find any that are close. I'm seeing a lot of them in Texas, Colorado. Here's one in Pennsylvania, Ohio. A lot of 12s, 13s, 11s, that sort of thing. Let's see what else we can find. Pennsylvania. Okay, so now we're getting into somewhere. We're starting to get into the sweet spot of what the real value is on these, right? With the ones that are under 100,000 miles on it. You start seeing them now in the mid 20s and going up from there. Okay, Texas, New Jersey, Montana, Wisconsin, New Hampshire, Kentucky. Here's one in Panama City, Florida. There's a newer one, 2018 SR5, 28 grand. So, you know, this one here is going to have all the newest touchscreen tech. It is going to have the full console on it with the shifter there on the bottom. Nice trailer, nice. You know, it does have that little trailer line right there to be able to line your trailer up to the backup camera. Nice setup there. Okay, USB auxiliary ports, everything you need to plug your phone in. Great vehicle here. It does have cloth. It's not going to have leather, but you know, you got the engine you're looking for. Let's take a look at the in the wheel well here. Looks pretty good. No, it's not. I'm not seeing anything that looks super rusty or corroded. So, 30 grand. You know, by the time you get all your fees and everything, or just under 30 grand in Panama City, Florida, Arizona, Maine, Wayland, Michigan. Let's see here. Orlando, Florida. That one's been there for a long time, so I'm okay. We're up at $30,000 mark here. Michigan, a lot of them that are a little bit far. I'm just looking for ones that are kind of close. Maybe one in Florida here. Let's see if we can find one. Nope. Okay, so South Dakota, Mississippi, Colorado. There's one in Fort Lauderdale here. There's a 17. This one's cool. It's got you're looking at probably mid 30s on this one, 87,000 miles on it. Nice accessories here. You can see it's got that light on the front. Nice little running steps there that run along the side. It's got a little bit of a lift on it, you know, cool looking. Nothing crazy though. It doesn't have a crazy lift on it, but this one here is fully loaded. This is a nice one here. This one here, look, you got the wood grain, the really nice leather on it, super nice tech. This one's going to have all the cool tech on the, you know, the blind spot awareness. This is going to have Google Maps with your Android phone or Apple CarPlay on it. The heated and cooled seats on this one in the front, sunroof. This is a nice one here. This one is in Florida. So this one's not far. It's a 17, nice truck right there in Florida, right in the just north of Miami, right here. And 35 grand is what you're looking at on one like that, probably. Okay, in Wyoming, lots of Texas. Here's one in Florida. There's a 2020 in Florida, 2019 in Florida. Here's a 2017 in Florida, all just over 30 grand. Okay, now we're creeping up into the mid 30s. Oh, excuse me. Okay, yep. I mean, there's some here. We got some options here. Here's an 18 limited right here for 34,000. You add your all your other bullcrap fees in here. I mean, it's going to be over 30,000. It's got one. It's got 85K on it. It's a limited package, though. It's going to be loaded. It's going to have everything. All right. Yep. So not seeing a whole lot more that are close to us. Yep. Now we're getting down to the end of the market here. There's a lot more in these 35 to $40,000 range. You have between 85 and 100,000 miles on it. So that's kind of the sweet spot on these. That's where you're going to find a lot of them. Now, the first part of the stream recognizes all the vehicles that we were able to find in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Virginia. Okay, so we're basically those four states were what we included on the first part um, of the stream. Okay, the second part of the stream, I went ahead and pulled out throughout the entire nation, and I did find a couple of really nice ones in Florida. I found some that were maybe a few states out. Maybe we'd have to transport it in, but maybe they had under 50,000 miles on it. Or they were newer, had the new tech on them. Um, so there are some options for you. I'm not scared of one that has a good, clean record on it that we can just have it shipped. We can bring it in. I can set up logistics on something like that, no problem. Paperwork they do, they overnight you the paperwork, sign it, fill it out, and send it back. I understand wanting to see and touch and feel the vehicle, but you can see that there are markets outside of the Carolina market, Georgia, and Virginia market where you can get one that's low enough in miles. It might have been in a cold weather area, but that's not really a problem when the vehicle's 10 years old and it has just like 50 or 60,000 miles on it because it's been barely driven. And the corrosion is only going to really take a hold when the car's been driven, enough miles per year, if that makes sense. So, and plus we can get videos on that, make sure that there's no corrosion on them too. But that's just a way to where we could get one with lower miles, in a market where the demand is a little bit lower because just less people. We can really get a heck of a buy on one of these, and a lot of them are really low in miles. So those things right there are just some things to consider. The cheapest one I found was that one in Land Lakes, Florida. It was a 2012 with like just right around 90,000 miles on it. Nice Carfax on it, not too far away. That one would be under 20 grand for that one. I found some that were close to $40,000 that were low in miles, that were newer. So we're going to be right in there's going to be a nice range there. So find the timestamp of the ones that you want me to do a little look into a little bit more, and then we can dig a little bit further on those. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to please let me know what you think of the stream, and we'll be more than happy to continue with this, help you get one of these bad boys locked down for you. Thanks again, and I'm signing off right now.